Before we start the podcast, I would like to say something. That being, me and Jerry may have had too much to drink before we even started recording, and simply because that we just kind of rambled a bit. So next week there's gonna be a part two, and we're actually gonna get into more detail with all this. But if you're fine hearing us ramble, then this podcast specifically is for you. So do enjoy. Hey, and welcome to the Bonus Damage Podcast. We're gonna be talking about how do I put it? The rich and powerful predators. We'll see how it goes. Just is there some interring going on with like the rich and powerful people that are really running the show? We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna call my friend and Bigfoot enthusiast Jerry. We're gonna get him on the phone and see what he has to say about the topic as well. I'm sure he'll pick up. He won't send me to voicemail. We talked about this. Why is it ringing so long?
Hello.
Hey!
What's going on?
Not much. Starting the podcast. Are you ready, sir?
I think I am.
All
I'm
right.
man. I'm ready.
Good to hear. So,
What,
real
what's
quick.
the topic of the day? Oh,
We know before we just dive right in. How you doing, Jerry? It's been really a week since we've really talked.
yeah, it's been a while. Well, things are good, I suppose. Got a lady friend.
Say that again.
I said I have a lady friend.
Like, is it official or just your lady friend?
She's like my special lady friend.
Okay, that's still nice.
Her name's Moonshine,
Ooh.
and I've been drinking from that cup all night.
I know Moonshine. She's quite lovely.
What about you? How'd you
Um,
go?
I've been okay. Just, typical everyday work, get off, come home, do nothing, go to sleep. But it's good. I enjoy it. It's nice. Me and Shine have really gotten in practical jokers, and so we've just been cuddling on the couch and enjoying that and laughing our asses off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of boring. Like when you talk about it like that, but I enjoy it. We're having a good time.
That's all that matters, man. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
As long as you're making it work,
Yeah.
when you have to do nothing but work.
Well, you know how it is. Like, you can't go out and spend money every day. You gotta try to save some money and stuff. So, we do end up staying at home a lot of times when the weather's just like too hot or something.
Man, I'm still telling you, we need to get a plan going to take it out in a national park, and just, take maybe not a week off, but a couple days, man. Relax and unwind and just,
So like a camping vacation or something.
try and communicate with Sasquatch or something.
I was wondering where the fuck this was going. I was like, is he about to say like we should go talk to aliens or communicate with Sasquatch?
All the above. Whoever will listen to us.
Anyone want to talk? We got like glow sticks. We're trying to wave anything down that's looking. Mr. Deer?
Yeah. I actually just recently had a stay at Cheaha State Park.
Oh yeah?
It was quite an experience. We saw a deer. It was pretty chill. It pointed us in the right direction, actually. We were going down the road, and it just kind of like nodded its head a bit.
Yeah, you're going the right way. Keep following the road.
He was supposed to storm saying,
Was he smoking a corncob pipe as well?
I didn't, it was
Rocking on his front patio. Oh. So how was the park though? What was like? Where'd y'all stay? What'd you see?
It was the highest peak in Alabama. So
Okay.
you know, the roads to get there were so windy to get up there, but it was completely worth it when you get. I got that view. I went to the bathroom early
You went to the
on.
bathroom at the tallest point in Alabama?
I know I pissed off of the edge of the tallest point in Alabama.
That's that. Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
No, I couldn't exactly to Tyrion Lannister or anything, but there I was. Apparently, they say you can see like up to 3 states away while you're up there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you can see up to 3 states.
Could you
while
see
you're
my
up there.
house?
I don't think it works that way.
I don't think it works that way.
It was quite a view, and you know, of course, spending it in good company. I had a grand time. I thoroughly recommend it to anyone to
That's
just get
awesome.
out for a little bit, buy a tent, buy a cheap bumpy tent, and just go out and spend a couple nights in your closest.
You know what? You know what I actually thought about doing? I thought about taking Cheyenne to Gatlinburg and getting like a helicopter tour.
That'd be dope, dude.
Yeah. I thought about saving up for that. But I heard it's not that expensive either, so I won't have to save too hard.
I mean, hell, you would put me over by doing that.
Wait, what? Oh, I would win you over by doing that?
Yeah. Like,
Oh, Jerry, we know I already won you over years ago.
oh, no. It's nothing official until you buy me a helicopter ride.
What? What?
Yeah.
Now you're putting stipulations on a relationship?
Yeah, expectations. I have them.
Wow. You're not the same woman I fell in love with. It's okay, I'm also the woman.
Sometimes you're the girl, sometimes I'm the girl, sometimes we're both. So
It's hot. Alright, well,
look, hold on, real quick. You know, just you go and have your own personal time in Gatlinburg, but I'm telling you go ahead and we need to schedule something where we go and camp out.
oh, yeah. There's no even disputing that. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, we end up we might even record an episode there. Who knows? A scary episode.
That's really funny because I was joking with a friend of mine about making my computer portable, like full tower screen and all.
Nice.
And I was even thinking to myself, like having like my little mic stand hanging off like the handle.
Nice.
But you know, like I'm not gonna lie, I thought about doing the podcast outside next to like my little burn pit I have. Like start a fire, do a podcast.
Yeah, it'd be perfect for scary stories.
Yeah, I like it. It sounds nice, especially when it gets colder.
All conspiracies are
Ooh.
scary and dangerous.
Scary stories and conspiracies by a campfire.
Yeah, we can make it work.
We could. We'll call it the Campfire Podcast. Because right now I'm just calling it Bonus Damage Podcast, and I don't know. Where's the flair?
Well, you know, campfire side stories or something like that. You know.
You say Campfire 5 stories?
Side stories, yeah, campfire or side stories that tell about a campfire. And
You're saying sides? Are you saying side stories?
Side as in, yeah, like my side hurt.
Okay. I thought you were saying the letter. I thought you were saying the number 5, like Campfire 5 stories. Like, we're going to tell 5 stories every podcast? Well, today we have the weather, we got news, we got the sports.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of position, man. I don't think I could do it.
But yeah, we're totally going to do that. That sounds fun. I would love to do a campfire and just, I don't know, just bring a microphone, record, and just bullshit, you know? Well, hell, we'll probably just talk about our last campfire experience.
Yeah.
Because we always fucking do. But those were so funny times. Oh, man. So.
Yeah, I actually thought many a time of our little camping adventure when I was up in Cheehaw.
Yeah, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
That for some reason that was a pivotal I can't talk tonight. It was a very important moment in our lives.
Yeah, it was pivotal.
Pivotal,
Certainly-
pivotal. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know.
This is why we're friends.
But it was like I thought about that, and I thought about if we didn't have any firewood at our camp.
I'm sorry. It's because I already know where this is going.
Yeah, I thought about how you and I didn't, dude, our campfire didn't even have logs, like,
Wow.
Yeah, it was something else. And,
I'm gonna start a fire with grass and rocks.
Yeah, naturally, man. And of course, every time I go camping, it ends up raining. And it just so happened to rain when I was with you.
Yeah.
And it just so happened to rain when I was, experiencing a good time up on a mountain.
It rained on y'all?
It drizzled, dude. We were so high up. I think, and I stand by it to this day, that it didn't rain on us, but we were in the rain cloud. That's how high up we were. We were in the rain cloud even.
Hang on, Jerry. Real quick, refresh my memory, but didn't you call me earlier or text me earlier this week and you told me you were actually in a cloud?
I was very drunk. I was not in the right state of mind at that time, that whole weekend. But yes, Ethan, I did mention that I was in the cloud. And that is a fact, dude. Okay.
Okay, I'm glad you said yes, simply because I was also drunk this past weekend, so it's very possible we were both drunk at the same time when you sent that to me.
I don't expect this guy to remember anything I say. I'm gonna talk to him anyway.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you know how fog just kind of, it's thick, and it just settled there, and a fog doesn't move that you can see. Like, a fog is just there. It's there that you see early in the morning, and it's not last until, like, 10 or 11, until the sun kind of bakes it off a bit. Maybe 9.
Okay.
This fog was literally like moving around and bellowing. Like you could see it, like it would clear up, and then you would see more fog as if from a fog machine blowing down from the sky, and just.
Oh, wow.
It was just there, man. It was wild. It lasted until like 1 or 2 p.m.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just something. We woke up to it, like it kept blowing. We saw thunderstorms all around us. It was like looking out on the ocean, but it's all mountainous, woody terrain. And, dude, it was certainly an experience. I thoroughly hope someone gains inspiration. They should certainly go and just camp out in the woods for a weekend. Just do it. It's cheap. It's cheaper than your rent.
It's cheaper than your rent.
Just do
It is.
22
It is.
to $30. A night. So collectively, yes, it might add up a little bit
I mean, you would probably stay for only 2 days. You know, you take a day to get there, settle in, get everything set up, enjoy the night, and then the next day you'd go on your adventure, and then probably stay one more night, and then the following morning pack up.
Yeah, exactly. It just, oh man, it was certainly, yeah, I recommend it to anybody.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. And we are definitely going to schedule a camping trip for sure.
Good,
So
good. I'm glad to hear it. It's been a while.
that will
It's been a while
be
since I've
maybe if we record anything, that'll be a fun little thing to post on here for everyone. So, but I don't know. Maybe I won't take shit and we'll just enjoy the fucking nature. So, Jerry,
Yeah.
you want to know what we're talking about tonight?
What are we talking about tonight, dude?
Now that we're probably getting onto the topic, only 14 minutes in, we were talking about the rich and powerful predators, the people running the show, the people calling the shots, and their devious acts.
Donald McRonald?
Donald motherfucking McRonald.
Wait, it's Ronald McDonald.
What the hell did I just say?
No, the fact that you didn't correct me.
Right? I think I had enough of my malt liquor tonight.
Oh, I got my shot. Hey, we're all in it, folks. This is it. This is where you want to come for all your good news. We got facts.
We got the facts. It's all straight around here. You know? You just gotta look at it with a different view. So, the rich and powerful. Let's start with a current story that just recently hit the news with a lot of conspiracies floating around it, and that's going to be Jeffrey Epstein. Jerry, what do you know about him? Just enlighten me, and I'll tell you what I know.
Okay, Jeffrey Epstein, he, got suicided. I mean, committed suicide earlier.
No, you had it right the first time. He got suicide.
Yeah, earlier this month. Due to, well, I don't want to, like, just as a, preliminary, everyone listening to this right now, if I, Jerry, insert last name, I am of, sound mind and body. I am strong as an ox, and my mind is okay because I'm a millennial, but never, right now, in this moment, am I to ever feel like taking a, suicidal measures. And I would hope that no one listening would ever feel that that would be the answer, because honestly, it is a very permanent solution to a temporary problem, no matter what you're going through. I understand. I get it. But, yeah, so, moving on.
No, real quick. I, as Ethan, insert last name, completely agree with that statement, and the same follows for me.
Yeah, because we might be getting into some...
Right? I don't know who's gonna come knocking on my door. It could be the FBI, it could be CIA, it could be the Clinton Foundation, it could be the royal family, it could be George Washington's ghost. Just know that, okay?
You never know, because we're getting into some fucking shit when we bring up Epstein.
I mean, I just want to talk. I want to raise questions. How does something like this get by? How can we, as good moral people, even exist in a world where the rich like that are doing such horrendous acts? You know?
Well, they had the money.
That is true. I'm sure that makes it easier.
The simplest explanation, I mean, okay, let's look at the movie Taken.
With Liam Neeson?
You know, yes, yes. Let's go ahead and take a gander at it. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what the fuck you've been doing with your life, because it's honestly a basic movie to watch, but at the same time, the memes brought in, you know, I don't know who you are, but I have a certain, what is it, specific or certain set of skills.
I have a
and I
specific
will find
set of skills I've acquired over a lifetime of a career, or some shit like that. Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean, though. Everyone knows it.
Yeah, basically everyone knows it. So, in that movie, he ends up finding out that his daughter, when he finally, you know, he finds her in a sex trafficking ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
She just got kidnapped in a foreign country, and she ends up in this box where a bunch of rich people start bidding on her. So,
Yes.
if it's in a movie, is it so outlandish? Is it so extreme to think that that kind of thing couldn't happen in real life? Really? Are you serious? You think that a bunch of rich fuckers couldn't just, like, start bidding on some kidnapped girls?
I mean, Jerry, they got the idea from somewhere.
Well, maybe, you know, I mean, I might be going out on a limb here. But it's not that outlandish to think of. That people in power that have every commodity, that they, look, some of these people don't have to answer their cell phone. They have a cell phone that someone else answers for them. They're doing their thing. Imagine just, you know, they're just, well, I don't know, Ethan, what kind of podcast are we leaning to? Like, is this PG-13? Like,
I've cursed quite a bit already, so like we should try to keep it clean. But I know we're gonna fuck up.
Yeah, I was about to fuck up. Well, you know, you could do whatever you want your mom walking into, you know, and these people are just going at it wildly with wild abandonment, and someone their butler comes up to him and says, you have a call on, it is the call, apparently they have interesting prospects on, you know, brown eyes, blonde hair, and he's like, okay, let me just get this done real quick. You know, like, they're, dude, like, imagine that. You don't even have to carry your fucking cell phone in your pocket. Someone answers it for you, and they just tell you what's up.
You mean if I was so rich, I could pay someone to undo my pants for me when I go piss?
Yeah.
Yes.
And in fact, it's always been a dream of mine to get paid wealthily to stand in the corner of a bathroom with my dick erect. See, I'm already ruining it. I've already gone down the I've already gone down the path, but I have to continue.
Yep.
Yeah. With my sword erect, with a toilet paper roll on it, with some older, like, billionaire just reaching over and saying, that'll do nice, laddie, that'll do nice. I don't know why she's Scottish or whatever, but, you know, that's just how I imagine it. And, like, well, as if anyone in Scotland's that fucking rich. But, you know, they just, like, peel some papers off of, you know, I'll be a human statue. I don't care.
No, you sound more like a human toilet paper dispenser.
Yeah, just taking the money.
You know what? I actually have a position open in my house for that, Jerry.
Alright.
You just gotta stay in the bathroom all day long, erect.
I'll move right in.
Because right now we're just putting our toilet paper on the floor. So back to the rich and powerful predators.
No. Okay.
Um,
We may have derailed a bit.
just a tad bit.
Essentially, we exorbitant amounts of money at their disposal that they would literally have no need, have no want. You know, okay, fine, everyone has needs, right? But their needs are certainly a whole lot more different than anyone, our needs.
Yeah. I mean, for crying out loud, like, Jeffrey Epstein, like, just an example of the rich and powerful, he was already charged with child molestation, right? In, like, what was it, 2015, I believe? And,
Okay.
I think that's right. It could have been earlier than that. And he did do some time, right? But, like, he didn't do a lot of time. He really didn't. He did, like, a slap on the wrist type deal. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember looking at it and going, like, okay, that's not terrible. But see, what made this time of going to prison so different? Because other people's names were involved?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So this time, when he went to prison, he killed himself?
Hmm.
So, I don't know.
It's certainly interesting, especially seeing the conspiratorial allegations that he had against them, and how much press he was getting this time, or maybe not press, but prejudice, I should say.
Oh, real quick. Since we're on Epstein, and this is just funny. Do you remember the Wise Kids? You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually, hold on. Are you gonna mention the Illuminati episode?
No. I'm gonna mention
Okay.
that Trevor Moore
Uh huh.
has a new like type podcast show he does on Comedy Central.
Oh.
And it's pretty funny. It is pretty funny. In the last one they were talking about aliens. Okay? And
Yeah.
they had a medium there and she could like contact and talk to spirits and aliens, okay? And so she had what were they called? The sticks that cross. You know what I mean?
Wait. Say it again. Hold on.
They're the sticks that you hold in your hand, right? And when like you ask the spirit a question or something, they won't move or they will move. And like sometimes they'll cross or they'll point to a direction.
I know. There is the a dowsing rod.
I think that's exactly what it is. She had a dowsing rod in each hand, or if maybe
Yeah.
two of them is the entire set. I don't know. But she had them, and Trevor Moore asked her. He was like, who killed Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah.
Right? And he was like, was it the Clintons? Was it the Clintons? And like it didn't do anything. And he was like, was it the royal family? And it fucking crossed. Right?
Oh man, the rabbit hole, dude.
Right?
There's been stuff popping up all over the place about the whole pedophilia thing.
What? You know what's crazy? I feel like it's blowing up. I feel like pedophiles are coming out left and right. It's like they're just all walking out of the woods now.
Yeah, yeah. For the past four or 5 years, it's been all over the place.
Like, wow. I mean, I it's scary, but it's a good thing because like we don't want that out here. Like, come on, we need decent people in this world. I mean, it's sad to think there's so many like, it's just hard because so many of them are rich and famous. You know? So how many are out there that aren't rich and famous?
They have plenty of they have like infinite resources essentially in their own way. Like when
Yeah.
it comes to old money or whatever, or like that sort of like balance of just like power, like they are almost like untouchable.
Yeah.
And you mentioned, okay, I have a theory, and you mentioned, it's so funny because I was thinking about more, or
Wise kids, you know.
well, yeah, it's a sketch, sure, but it's kind of funny when he goes to the Illuminati or whatever. And have you seen that one?
I can't recall.
Everyone.
It's been a long time since I watched them.
Okay, well, you should, and to anyone, I will describe it that it's Trevor Moore. He's going and having an interview with the Illuminati, right?
Okay.
So, of course, the whole thing is just absurd. But, it's these people wrapped up in, like, fucking cloaks and looking like wizards from olden days. And, they're speaking in, like, so, have you got, like, they say, like, your suicide letter. And he's like, oh, yes, yeah. And he has a backpack with him.
Do you have your suicide letter?
Yeah, he just pulls it out like, yep, I got it. He hands it off. It's like, in case of me betraying the covenant or whatever, here's my suicide letter, just in case. Okay, and they're like, good. So, do you have, like, it gets to the point, it's been a while since I've seen it, but it gets to the point where they ask, like, do you have your footage of having sex with an underage minor?
What the? Yep, I got that.
Do I have to do that here? Or do I have to send it in to you all? Yeah. Like,
Wow.
Okay, going off of that.
No, like you're bringing back some memories. I remember like tad bits of it. Like immediately when you started talking about, it, I was like, were they all wearing cloaks?
Yeah, it's hilarious. Dude, it's hilarious, but at the same time, I feel somehow that it does strike a certain ring of truth, because we wouldn't understand, but on that higher power structure where all of the people have to at least neck each other in some way, or, hey, if I scratch your back, you're going to scratch mine, I lend you the power to get to higher powers.
Yeah.
Presidency or government officials, so on and so forth. Well, what is there truly? What kind of? That's the point where you have to resort to blackmail. Like people of that grade, I feel, won't be so susceptible to honor and trustworthiness.
Yeah.
Like they're certainly like out for maybe not their own, but their own group or
their own interest, maybe.
Yeah, their own interest. Like
Whatever it be at the time.
That's what they've been raised for. Further the fucking family company or whatever.
Yeah.
And what other thing could you really think of that could in that sort of position, what is the worst thing you could think of to completely condemn a person other than having sex with an underage person? Like that's the whole world of like like a minor sexual interaction is pretty much like that is usually, hey, that's the flame. That will stir a flame in people
Yeah.
at this point in life. Like, it hasn't always been that way, and maybe that's where some of the twisted shit comes from. There was once upon a time where people kind of, like, waited on a girl to flower,
Yeah.
There was once upon a time where people waited for a period to come before doing their, whatever marriage alliances or whatever came to be. But maybe.
Well, Jerry, I'm wondering if this has been going on for a long time, and that maybe because of just the way the media is now, that it's just blowing up out of proportion. It's like really getting places, and because of technology and everything, these giant scandals are now coming to light. You know?
swear, but essentially in Eastern Europe, back in a long time ago, whenever that was, a quick Google search will clear this up. But there's a woman that bathes in the blood of virgins.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, she thought that it would help her skin or help her gain longevity. You know?
Yes.
So, I mean, in a way, the rich doing crazy fucking shit to the poor has always been a thing.
You're right.
I mean, it is.
The rich have always been abusing the underprivileged.
Yeah, I know that. That's just one example. Yeah. Everyone doesn't have to be like reminded of it. But maybe you need that fucking slap in the face to say, "Oh shit." What am I doing here? There's a pencil pushing.
Right.
The next 30 years of my life, or what? Yeah, man, it's a wild concept, but I do think it would not be too outlandish to say, okay, I'll help you gain presidency, but you have to fuck this minor on camera. You know, because that's just, that's just like, that's just because you've made promises to us, and we as a coalition, or us as a group, or even like me as a power, I want you to make sure you obey your promises. And
So basically, you give them the blackmail, so that way they know they can trust you.
Yeah, and why wouldn't that be a thing? Like, if you were to literally gain for presidency somehow or another, and you put a lot of money into this campaign, millions and millions and millions and millions and millions, like, you just keep, maybe even more money than, like, some countries, like, GDP. You better best have some sort of like, you want a receipt, would you not? You want a receipt on that sort of investment? Like to say, like, hey, dog, I own you right now. You better best believe that my companies need to be tax-free in this area. And I'm a simple man, just sounding this shit off, but that's just my thoughts, Ethan.
Hey, Jerry, real quick, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll get right back to talking about the rich and powerful predators, all right? Back from that quick break, me and Jerry, and we were just talking about, what was it? The rich and powerful actually giving up their own blackmail to be trusted amongst secret organizations. That's an interesting concept. It really is. Like, I can see it happening,
Yeah, I mean, it certainly, it's a bonding pact like any other ritual,
like I guess in some way, Jerry, like, there's a comfort knowing, like, I mean, it's an awful comfort, don't get me wrong, but imagine you're amongst the rich and the powerful, and the person next to you also had to give up some blackmail.
Yeah, everyone's in it somewhat together, right? It's just a matter of who has the access to your blackmail or not, and what kind of size of power, like, who's wrestling for what.
You know what's really funny? This is why, what was it? Like, remember back in the day, obviously if you're gay or lesbian, it was awful and people hated you for it, right? Like, it was just not the thing to be, you know? I bet that was part of the blackmail scheme too. But now in today's current day and age, it's out the window. It can't be used.
Well, have to get technical. Um, the times of like the Greek philosophers, such as like Plato and I'm sure, like,
Hercules.
yeah, Hercules.
Hercules! I'm sorry, I just had to. Oh, that was straight diarrhea of the mouth. I just wanted to say Hercules.
We call him Heracles.
Hercules.
Damn it.
He was a great poet of Greece.
Dude, I couldn't even tell you. Like, I know of Plato, Aristotle,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, Diogenes, he's certainly one to look into. He's pretty awesome, but,
You mean Beetlejuice?
yeah. You say his name 3 times, and that's it, dude. You're done.
And that's for any philosopher, by the way.
Yeah, Plato.
Oh, cool. Now we got Plato on the show. Hey, welcome. Silent type, huh?
No, that was me being kidnapped.
Oh, Plato kidnapped you?
Yeah.
What? Twist of events.
No, from what I heard, it was something commonplace, though. Seriously, like, in that time period.
Yeah, right. Back to the topic at hand.
Yeah, they kind of, like, take on, one way or another. I don't know if people, like, offer them up, or I believe it was young, upstanding members of noble society go to other noble members of society and say, okay, I want to be your student, I'm now your bitch, do with me what you will, but I wish to tutor below you, and, essentially, with that is a certain,
Sexual abuse.
yes, there is certainly an undertaking to be involved, like there was some little boy pounding back in that day, so
Oh man, I read an article today because I was doing research. Sorry to interrupt you, but like apparently that's still like a common culture for young boys in somewhere over in the Middle East. I don't remember exactly. I don't want to give misinformation either. But like they do rape the little boys over in the Middle East and it's part of their culture.
yeah, man, I don't know how much stock I hear you.
I hope it's not true. I hope I was just reading some bogus thing.
Man, you never know, because what I'm about to drop on you, apparently in some culture in like Africa or whatever, like whenever you're underage and you're still a boy, supposedly it is a-okay. This is in their culture, mind you. So everyone of a different culture, yes, literally, everybody of a different culture is probably going to like go, ooh, ew, whatever that is the meaning of saying that's fucking nasty. They are going to react in this way. But in this African culture or wherever it may be,
So much anticipation.
I have heard that essentially boys, before they become men, they go through this process where they jack off the men of that culture, that group, that tribe, or whatever. They jack them off and they swallow the seeds of the men so that they then can become stronger, right? And so that they too can be endowed with the manly manness that's coming from the men of that culture. And like that's just what they fucking do.
I mean, realistically, that's a lot of protein. You know, if you're not getting a lot of food or sources around you, as awful as that is.
Hey, maybe that's the way that things were steered towards them. But, in other cultures, that's pretty fucking whack. But to them, that's an everyday thing. Like, yeah, I gotta go blow my dad real quick. Yeah, I'll be ready to play six and Ooga Booga later. Just let me, you know,
And this is a man.
after my dad, you know, my uncle's kind of needy. I might have to hit him up real quick, just so I don't catch any flack. You know, like, that's fucked up.
I'm gonna become a real man.
Yeah, exactly. That's just part of the whole thought process as they're going.
I'm more of a man than you. I've sucked sick. I'm done with this joke. I'm done with this joke.
Yeah, it's awful.
It is awful.
That's just like an example of how like people can truly have like differing ideology, you know.
But you know what? The thing is with that culture, like, they probably don't demonize it at all, simply because, like, it happened to them, you know? And then
Right.
their parents did it, and it just goes on and on, so they don't demonize it. So,
Which
like,
is why we shouldn't hold culture as such a that when it comes to looking for your future.
mm,
You know, it's just a little philosophy, but yeah.
oh
I
man,
agree.
it's a rough world. I mean, it's crazy to think, I don't know. You never want to think about children ever being a victim of anything like that. But it just seems like it's happening so much more now, you know? And maybe it is just the media, but it's everywhere. Just all these pedophilers.
Yeah, there's certainly it's cropping up. It's cropping up everywhere, and I think people are becoming more aware, or they're looking. Okay, like I don't want to call anyone out, but Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
See, he's coughing because he was already poisoned.
You look up any YouTube video of him. Seriously, you look up if you look up Joe Biden creeps on girls. Okay, you look up Joe Biden with little girls. You look up Joe Biden beating kids. I don't care what you look up. Joe motherfucking Biden. I swear.
What was his
You
name?
will see Joe motherfucking Biden. You look him up on YouTube, and you see the way. I don't care. I don't care if you don't think that this isn't definitive evidence. At this point, if you were to come back to me and you said, "Well, Jerry, I'm gonna see what you're saying," then I'm gonna call you fucking stupid, okay? And I'm a pretty dumb man, but I'm gonna call you a fucking idiot because the way that he interacts with kids that he doesn't know, kids that these families, right? These families, these supporters of Joe Biden come up to him, and it's a threat thing, right? Like
Yeah.
pictures of all the families that believe in you, kind of thing, right? Like propaganda. Like, hey, I'm Joe Biden. Bring up families that have come to my rally, and like, you know, I'll take pictures with them, and it's a photo shoot. It is literally a photo
I'll
shoot.
hug them. I'll shake hands. I might stare at your daughters a little too long and too close.
Dude, he straight up like he does weird stuff like just.
I think I know what you're talking about. I no joke. I really do. I
And
think.
he just like he kisses them upon the top of their head, so like as if he's kissing a fucking pussy. Man,
Now hang on.
this
Hang
guy-
on. What if he was doing his best to not be creepy?
There's no way. There's no way someone does all
I
that.
would have to go back and look at it all, but I imagine like Maybe if I make it look like I'm actually giving a nonchalant peck on the head, it won't look creepy, but it does.
No, there's no way. The way that he like holds the girls and he kind of like gives them a little like. If you hold a child that isn't yours, if you have to, you're probably going to go across the belly, torso area, and lightly hold them and then let them go as soon as you can. This guy is like full on breast level or like low, you know, like he just, dude,
I, I
like
I
this.
get it. Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
man,
He's not going for the
there.
bellies.
He's not going for that awkward, I don't know you kind of hug. He's going for the full on like we fucked for 2 years or so, and I don't give a shit what anyone thinks. Like this man is going for it. I don't care what Trump said about grabbing him by the fucking pussy. Joe Biden is grabbing fucking chicks without tits.
Oh my
Right
god.
there as soon as he meets them. Okay.
Okay. So once again, like, what is it, Jerry? Like, what is it about? Is it like just like, is it a trope now? Is it becoming a trope that once you're powerful, you're just like disturbed on some level?
Huh. I feel like no matter what position you're in, you're going to be flawed as a human being. And
Yeah.
depending on the characteristics that bring you up, you will be flawed. It just depends on what sort of way. Um, I certainly think that once you're in a certain amount of power or you have a certain amount of freedom, certainly your taste in life can change drastically compared to the rest of the 99% or so.
But
And
see,
I'm
the
not
thing
trying to
is,
say that.
Jerry, like, once you're in a position of power, wouldn't you actually, like, want to lead by example? You wouldn't want, like, any dirt coming up on you. Like, you want to be, like, as clean as you can be, because, like, you're representing, like, I don't know, yourself first off and the rest of America.
But what if it was a steady, slippery slope just to get there, right? Like,
Hmm.
what if it was a breakdown? What if it was a breakdown of character just to get to that point, and you've already lost that one beaming self that want to change, like change for the better good? Like, what if when you know, you set out on that journey to get there to that destination, but that journey that got you there just kind of like, you know, almost made you something else. You know, what if it made you maybe not subhuman, but just a different you,
Okay.
a broken you? You know, like
So they
you
break you
would
in
have
before you
to.
get to the top.
Maybe, you know, maybe.
Hmm. Interesting. I mean,
Yeah.
let's go back to Jeffrey Epstein real quick and talk about him
Okay.
because how much longer we got? Okay, we got 40 minutes. We're good. So let's see. We know he's being charged with if I'm correct, I don't know, but child sex trafficking. You know, I mean he died, so I don't know what's gonna come of that. Um, and I don't know. His death just raises a lot of questions because it makes you think that there's still power amongst the rich. Like I don't even know, like because he was a $1 billion man. He had many billions. Okay, and he just kills himself. Doesn't he try to like I don't
Mind
even,
you,
huh?
hold on, Ethan. Hold on, Ethan.
Okay.
I get that you're making a point, but let's just face that $1 billion is so much that $1 million could buy you what? What could $1 million buy you?
Almost anything.
Almost anything. Like, almost anything. It could buy you like multiple houses
Yeah.
and then have some room. It could literally, if you had $1 million
This
right
man
now,
had his own private island.
yeah, you could, with $1 million, you could live comfortably for the rest of your life because you've lived it as a peon, as have I, and we could both agree that $1 million. Excuse me, the face is hitting hard right now. $1 million could certainly, if someone didn't buy like
Stupid shit.
maximum graded Ferraris back to back,
Right.
you know, we could live comfortably
Guilty.
for the rest of our lives and still have so much more to provide to our families after we die. $1 million could certainly, and still probably eat lobster every night. It could certainly provide a adequate life of no need, right? And that's just 1 million.
Yeah.
So how much is 100 million? 100 million is still only what, like, I don't know. I don't. Okay, I want to say a tenth of a billion, but yeah, I want to say it's a tenth of a billion because it's pretty much what 1,000
Yep.
million to make a billion.
Yep.
So you're looking at someone that literally has so much money, it would take you and I combined like 2 lifetimes, 3, 4, 5,
To
6
spend it all.
lifetimes to spend the amount of money that a billionaire has.
We'd be so bored with life. We wouldn't know how to live.
Yes, we would start sacrificing people, hurting people, and
Yep.
it's insane.
I get it.
Yeah.
So money does
Yeah.
lead to evil.
Yeah.
Money's the root of all evil. You heard it here. Maybe not first, but as a fact.
You would eventually get bored of it, and you would have nothing else to spend your money on. You would say, huh, well, one of my rich lawyer friends told me about this interesting hunting experience that he had. I'm going to go ahead and sign my name down on it. And
Okay.
on the waiver, and I'm going to go and see what it's about. And then suddenly you find yourself on a jet getting drunk and like every drug in the world that you could ever imagine is there waiting for you, along with like sex with anything you want. And then you land up on the island, and as soon as you get off the island, they're like, okay, choose your quarry. And there's a lineup of every race and religion that you want of people from the world. And they said, and you pick, okay, I want to hunt, yeah, that Caucasian male. Well, what's his religion? You know what, make it interesting. Make them, Buddhist. Yeah, okay, yeah. And then they let them off into the woods for 3 days, and then you go hunting them afterwards. Because what better quarry than, something as smart as you, a human? Like, you've already hunted rhinos, you've already hunted tigers and leopards. Your money can buy anything. No, you want to hunt humans. Like, I'm telling you, dude.
No, I get it. I get 100% where you're coming from. They've been. I mean, you even know the old story called the what was it? The Greatest Game. Yeah, like it was about a hunter that just wasn't feeling the thrill anymore, so he had to start hunting humans.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm not, I would not be surprised at all about, and I'm not, maybe I am instilling some sort of like fuck the rich, and that's a terrible concept, I suppose.
I mean, Jerry, you do know that 1% of the world's population owns 50% of the money. That's
And
that's quite unbalanced.
most of that was inherited. So you're still looking at families that have owned that kind of wealth for generation and generation and generation.
Oh yeah.
Like, they didn't just make that money off of creating door hinges and flex steel tape. You know, these families have owned that kind of money for a long time, and they have through their own Darwinism, have survived through like wars and such, you know, and famines and this and like odds against them of all people. You know, they survived through like what else? You know, like I mean, they have that kind of uh, uh, um, prestige to lose, right? Whereas a poor family in the Dust Bowl, right? They starve to death and die. But these
Mm-hmm.
people, oh, they're well connected, you know, like they have all this and that to lose, you know. So they're willing to make a deal here and there, you know, no matter what. Same as poor folk, I suppose, but at the same time, like, on what scale? That's what we're talking about. We're talking about countries. We're talking about countries, or companies. I mean,
Yeah, I was about to say you said countries twice. Talking about
I did.
countries. We're talking about countries. We're
Countries.
we're talking about countries.
Yeah. You get what I mean.
Yeah. But no, like I can understand you get bored with life. That's when you need to rehumble yourself, you know? Live without all that. You know, go stay in the woods for more than a week with nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to take it out on other human beings.
But I feel maybe that's how they've been raised, you know, like it's human versus human, you know, survival of the fittest. You know, they've been raised to believe that they are like some sort of apex predator kind of thing, right?
Right.
Like, hey, you are royalty, you were born with money, you have to carry on the family name, you have to do it right. You know, as I said, they have their own pressures going into them, probably not even by their own family that pays any slight attention to them. It's probably from like some sort of madam and butler that's been hired to like train them and learn them into what they're supposed to be, you know.
And not just that, but after so many generations of like a family, you know there's gonna be some screw ups. So you're gonna have like contingency plans to keep it like quarantined and safe and controlled, so that way
Oh yeah.
it doesn't get crazy, you know. And that's why like I kind of laughed when I heard the Trevor Moore show and they were like, was it the royal family, you know?
Yeah.
And then the dosing rods crossed, you know, that was just funny. But you know, what if what was his name? Prince Andrew? What if you did roll with Epstein? He did get in some shady shit. And the royal family was worried that something was gonna get out, so they just ended it right then and there, you know, on American soil.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, that's certainly something to think about when it comes to the high-ranking people. You know, when they're balancing like, oh, there is certainly, oh, it's so simple, but the thing is, the higher you are, the harder the fall, right? Like, the
Yeah.
longer you have to fall, right? I mean,
I
it's as
mean,
simple as that. It's
think of
as
it this
simple as
way,
that.
like the royal family, it's in their name, the royal family, you know? It's not like the Clintons are royalty or anything like that. They're just the Clintons. So like the royal family, you have a whole legacy to keep safe. You know? So I feel like they had a lot more to gamble on if what Prince Andrew was doing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they would find out. They would be well connected.
Hmm.
Oh man, but we we are specifically talking about that scene, and we haven't even scratched the surface on it. Um,
I mean,
Lolita Island and the Lolita jet plane. We are certainly building up.
yeah. Okay, so first off, he screamed pedophilia basically everywhere he went. Okay. Um, even Trump in an old interview was like, yes, he likes them young.
Wow, in an actual interview.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't say underage. He just said he likes them young.
Yeah.
He likes pretty girls and he likes them young. You know? Um,
Yeah.
and then like he had that airplane named after an underage girl that was having like some fling with like a teacher from a fiction novel or whatever. Um,
Lolita.
yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, the Lolita Express or whatever.
Yeah, you're right on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like everything he did. And you know what the crazy thing was? He was a math teacher. He started off as a math teacher.
Really, just for a simple high school or what?
I think it was for maybe a middle school. I could be. I don't know too sure. I did this research like way earlier in the week. I didn't even write it down. I should have. But he was a math teacher, and then he got into what was it? Ah, can't remember now. I sent it to you earlier in a text message. Man, but basically he started moving money for people. That became his new gig, right? And I think I heard somewhere along the ways he made friends with like the CEO and creator of Victoria's Secrets, and that gave him a boost up into meeting people. And then he took advantage of meeting people to start like um, making a bigger name for himself. And through that, and through that, he decided to start his own like business where like he would move your money for you, but you had to start off with $1 billion just to join like his but whatever he was running. But like you would give him like full access to your money and everything.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was $1 billion just to be considered to like be a part of it. You know, you had to have $1 billion to put into like his. I don't know what he was.
That's a lot of trust.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Someone gifted him a what was it? A 700,000 or $700 million house. Maybe it was a $7 million house up in New York for free. Like just gave it to him. One of his clients.
Oh. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
That's yeah. See, I mean, you can't help but.
I mean, maybe Jerry, maybe he was just a wild man living out his like fantasies, right? And he crossed
Okay.
someone that was a part of that organization, and that's what did him in. Because
Yeah.
on his island, he apparently had cameras all over his beach house or whatever, and he recorded everyone that came and all the dirty deeds.
Which it's been reported that many of people have gotten on that jet.
Oh
To that
yeah.
island.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot of people.
A lot of big people, a lot of powerful people. Um, there's not a list of names out just yet, but they're coming out. Like, Clinton's ridden on his plane over what 27 times, I believe. Who else?
It's been
Obviously
there a
Prince
few times,
Andrew.
yeah.
Those are the top two I know of.
I heard Bill Gates actually took a trip on it once.
Who?
Bill
Bill Gates. Well, you know what?
I've
Hear me out.
heard.
I did hear he was always meeting with scientists and tech people of sorts. Always meeting with them and trying to get like the latest in technology. Cause I also heard at some point he was looking into trying to get his head and his penis cryogenically frozen.
Huh.
Yep. Little
Huh.
food for thought.
Well, I mean,
I mean, when you have $1 billion, why not?
yeah, if you're going out, you might as well get both packages. You know, like
Right?
frozen on ice.
I need the best things I had in my life. Both brains.
I would maybe use the double head procedure, please, if you don't mind.
Oh, we're running a special.
2 for 1.
But
Damn.
but for real, he was meeting with a bunch of scientists and tech people, and he was just trying to stay on like the bleeding edge of technology and advancement. So maybe he did make friends with powerful people, and he built too much blackmail, and that's what got him murdered. Let's face it, he didn't kill himself in prison. He didn't. That's crazy.
He did not. He could not. He could not have committed fucking suicide. He could not. There's no way. There is absolutely, if you believe in the actual
Well,
main story of any news outlet that you might watch, no, you are mistaken.
I mean, what are the odds? The guards were asleep and they were falsifying their rounds. The cameras were out. They took him off suicide watch not even a week after he tried killing himself. And then they remove his cellmate. So no one's even watching him. So he's completely alone, unsupervised, no cameras, and he kills himself. He just happened to know all this was going to be in play for him to kill himself. Maybe he did. Maybe he knew that this opportunity was happening, you know, and he was told to kill himself or they would.
From what I've heard, supposedly he had tried hiring people in his cell to help him and guard him.
Yeah,
And protect
yeah.
him.
He was trying to hire people to keep him safe. And that doesn't sound like someone who wants to kill themselves, you know? And on top of that, I heard that he wasn't grooming or showering. And why else would you avoid the showers? Unless you are like tremendously scared of prison after the first time you were there.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I would certainly put my back against the wall. And stare everyone down, like butt to wall, cheek stuck in that tile.
You're not getting me off this wall.
Yeah, you are not.
The suction is strong.
You shall not pass. This is my last stand.
Butt ass naked in a shower full of men.
Yeah.
My last stand.
Seriously, like, no, the shower head, nah, mate, it's at the wall. Like, I'm backed up, and
Oh,
I am watching everyone.
check this out too, Jerry. He was paying his lawyers to spend 12 hours with him every day. They were taking up his entire visit period. He was paying them just to come in so he wouldn't be like in prison.
Right, he would be at the, the talking, I've seen Law and Order. I kind of know a little
I know what you're
bit
talking about.
about
I just don't know what they're called.
something hours.
Fuck it, a holding room where you can hang out with your lawyer.
Yeah, yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah, right. But he would
sorry.
spend 12 hours within there with them, and obviously they would try to make plans. But like he would do it just, in my opinion, just to not be like around other inmates, because I think he was worried one of them was paid off to kill him.
And let's not also skip the fact that the very next day that he committed suicide, he was supposed to really rat on a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
He
But you
was
know what,
supposed to
Jerry?
start giving out names.
I don't
No,
think it's over.
No.
No. Because, 2 days before he died, he signed in his will, because keep in mind he was meeting with his lawyers every day. 2 days before he killed himself, he signed in his will that his brother would inherit one of his houses.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if there was any other major changes, but that to me is kind of a flag that like he's hoping his brother finds something that he hid there. You know, like maybe Jeffrey was convinced I am going to die, so hopefully I can sign this to my brother, and he's the only person that can get there and find what I hid, and he can rat out all these people, even if I die.
I think that what goes around comes around. Whether it's like now or then, I think truly that it might not be instant justice or karma, but certainly something. I feel like we are heading in some sort of point to a point. This is coming to maybe not a maybe not to a head, but we're getting somewhere when it comes to this thing. Like, like 10 years from now, or however long.
I mean, in a way, Jerry, you're right, because a giant sex trafficking ring was brought down by capturing Jeffrey Epstein. He was a monster. He was literally taking underage children to a sex island for other people to fuck them.
And now more and more people of the public are learning about it.
Yeah. Like, in real life, this isn't Hollywood. There is an underage sex ring being ran by billionaires.
Yeah.
That's real life. That's real life. Hollywood has now became real life. It is now a fact.
And one would even go as far to say that Hollywood is very much engrossed in this actual real life event.
Mm-hmm. That's been big talk. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised either. Look at all the sexual perverts that were in Hollywood, you know? Just Harvey Weinstein, top of my head. That's an easy one.
Yeah, he's there. He's certainly there.
So, maybe it's the spotlight. Maybe it's just because they're famous we're hearing about it. But I'd hate to think that, like, a majority of people in the world are sexual predators in some way or another. Because it's hard to believe that so many famous people are, like, popping out to be predators.
Yeah, like,
Oh, man. Guess who had a flight on Jeffrey Epstein's plane? What's his name? Kevin Spacey.
that's
That's who you were thinking of?
I couldn't place the name.
Yep.
You got it.
Yeah, he rode on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. And he likes them underage and boys. So I don't know, makes you wonder, is it all connected? Is it one giant ring? You know? Is there
I heard, I don't want to put words into his mouth, but apparently even like Elijah Wood, Frodo Baggins that we all dearly love, he's even had some words about Nickelodeon. The oh, Filthy Frank has a song dedicated to it, but um, you know,
Did you just bring Filthy Frank into politics?
yes, yes I did, yes I did. He has a song, and it's well worth listening to, about the Nickelodeon creator or owner at the time, where why we might blame stardom, but there's Disney and there's Nickelodeon young girl stars that kind of like go off the fucking deep end when they hit
I know
like
exactly what you're talking about, and he was obsessed with feet too, right?
he was obsessed with feet, and he probably more than likely fucked all the little girls of Nickelodeon.
I don't know. I don't know about that last part because I feel like if he did, it would have slipped up by now, right?
I don't know. What kind of hole do you think, like, if you tell anyone we're gonna kill your whole fucking family and everything and anyone that you ever, like, like,
I mean, yeah, those are some powerful threats.
you are certainly, if you try standing up, you will certainly meet a nuclear response, right? Like, that's what these people are capable of. And they'll make it look like a fucking gas stove accident that just blows up your whole family.
Yeah.
And you just say, oh, well, clearly this person
Well, see, hear me out, Jerry. I feel
was
like
the evidence.
that Nickelodeon guy in particular, I feel like he was abusing power that he didn't really have. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because he was directing shows and all that. I don't think if he wanted to, he could have done anything. You know what I mean? I don't feel like he was a part of some secret society. I feel like he was just a normal pervert in Hollywood. You know, but I could be wrong. You know, maybe that's why we didn't hear anything about it. Maybe he just got his fix off somewhere else and he didn't take it out on the child stars. Because that's the thing too. Apparently, no one ever touches child stars. I could be wrong. There was actually there was someone, but I can't remember their name right now. But even damn, the Home Alone kid. Even he said he wasn't touched by Michael Jackson. What's his name? Colky Colin? I can't remember it.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. Um, hmm. Well, the conspiracist in me says, well, that is maybe he's telling the truth about Michael Jackson, and who knows about anyone else. At the same time, that was a different time, and he kind of did. I listened to the I hate to reference it because conflict of interest or whatever, but he was on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, and
Who?
he did talk about the Home Alone kid.
Oh, okay,
And,
okay. I
yeah,
think I skipped that one.
he, he was very, very normal, and he did kind of like say he was certainly something else when it came to being on camera. He was kind of like, he was not born for it or whatever, but he was certainly like completely 100% okay with it. But at the same time,
Okay.
he did have to go to school. He lived somewhat of a normal life, even though he was a child star. Like, he was a case where he certainly turned out all right. He did, like, but who knows to what kind of information he's privy to.
Yeah.
And I would like, I mean, when you are faced with maybe someone doesn't even have to threaten you with that kind of ultimatum of like, hey, you spread any sort of secret that your family's dead. But at the same time, you do always have that sort of collateral upon you, don't you? Like, whatever, like, that, sort of information that you're aware of, you have to tread carefully, when it comes to certain things.
Hmm.
Whether you were directly involved in it or not, right? Um, there is, and that's me, you know, maybe I'm projecting, maybe I'm speaking on behalf of it, you know, like there is a lot to take,
Yeah.
and, I don't know, man. You're
Hmm.
right, though. It is certainly a funky subject. I think that there's certainly a lot going on in Hollywood. I personally think.
Oh yeah, I think the sex ring connects Hollywood and politicians. And
Yeah.
I think I'm hoping eventually technology and all the digging everyone's doing just brings it all to light.
Yeah, well, with more years and more information at our fingertips, you know, specifically our generation is already like, you know, I say it's so depressed at the fact that we know so much about like what's going on with the world itself.
I mean, it
Um,
just shows that we're self-aware.
yeah, we are self-aware. Most of us are. Like
You
we
know,
know that things
or
aren't
as the young kids are
exactly right.
saying, getting woke.
Yeah, we know that things exactly aren't right. We know that there is certainly an imbalance. You
Right.
know, um, if there's something else to this life that and the fact that we can instantly communicate with someone from India and hear their whole life story and know that you know us living a life even as poor people that I am living, but if we're living a life of excess compared to this dude, you know, but they maybe,
Yeah.
you know, they still have internet access, you know, but like there's just so much. There's, I mean, we have so many resources across this earth, and so many of us are adopting like minimalist lifestyles because of the continuing like that tincturing, like squeezing all of the money that we have out of us. You know, like I mean, companies and just we are, dude, we're just about out of blood. You know, when
Mm.
as money, you know, like we're being sucked dry.
Oh yeah, and it's because the rich need to keep paying for their private jet rides to their private islands to fuck children that they bought.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, full circle.
Yep.
Yeah,
And when they need more money to keep doing these things, what do? They just take it from us. They either through business or whatever, through politics or business. Because we know big business is also in their pockets, or basically their big business is in their pockets, or are they? No,
yeah,
I think they're in big business pockets. Yeah, because sometimes big business controls them too. So
yeah. I think it's certainly some sort of exchange between the two.
yeah,
I mean, as soon as we come
big
forward,
business is like, hey, I'll give you this
yeah,
much money, but you need to do this so I can charge this. Mm-hmm. So they do, and then they get money. Big business gets money, and we get more poor. Mm-mm-mm. It's
yeah,
it's a bad cycle, and people are trying to break it. And part of the reason we know is because so much is coming to light. People are being outed out. You know, um, it's just that. We're not gonna let these predators roam free, and it's only a matter of time until like I don't know. Right now, we're starting with sexual harassment. It started with the Me Too movement and all that. And it's moving, and we're getting like we're trying to clean up all the crime. You know what I mean?
right.
And it's only a matter of time until we do clean all that up, and we move on to more unfairness in the world or within ourselves. Like the drastic difference between income for a lot of people. Like realistically, how are we supposed to live on minimum wage? If you're single and living completely alone, how do you live on minimum wage? Do you need government care? Can you qualify for it?
Yeah, and even then, I saw something along the lines of apparently certain Walmart have gone over to like a robotic system where the robot will literally like pick out items for you or something like that. Like,
Walmart
and
has become a giant vending machine.
yeah, and yeah, exactly. um,
Wow.
you get to what people have talked about the universal income, right? Where do like where do you draw the line in that? Where people just automatically get money, from taxes or from the government. It's going to be called like from the government or whatever until your job becomes obsolete. But
Okay, well,
it's
Jerry,
only a
real
matter of
quick,
time.
let's think about this. We live in a day and age where it's no one should be homeless. Okay, no one should be homeless. That's just
You
that.
mean like right pretty much where we're at now?
Yeah, I feel
Okay.
like the fact that we have a homeless issue just in general shows like the position America's in. You know, like why are people homeless and why aren't we doing anything to fix that? All right. So follow me on this. I feel like homes, electricity, running water, and at this point, internet should be things provided
Yeah.
because
But that's just socialist.
maybe it is, maybe
There's
it
no
is.
there's no money to be made in it, Ethan. There's no money
Hmm.
in providing and caring for all the people. There's just no money in it.
But see, I'm saying like,
Therefore, no one's interested.
but that should be like the bare minimum of it. You know what I mean? Like if you do get internet, it's gonna be the shittiest of the shit internet. So I don't know. I just feel like there should be more done because we need to start taking care of people. We can't keep living off this idea that like, people should just be homeless because they can't work. That's not right because some people are disabled and they can't qualify for certain things, you know? And we should fix that because I feel like that's the American thing to do.
Well, why should my tax dollars go towards people that aren't willing to work, even if they are fucked up?
Well, maybe if we stop spending money on buying children and we stop spending money on big pharma and we invested in more in the things that will can I don't know grow into the future, we could actually afford that.
But my tax dollars is going towards the immigrants that have kids on natural soil so they can then become natural citizens.
I heard an article today that of the work population in America, illegal immigrants are only taking up 5%.
Yeah, I bet. I can imagine.
And realistically, I don't care. That's not a whole lot, and we know they're taking jobs no one else wants.
Yeah. The American dream is for immigrants. That's it.
Please come over here and take the jobs we don't want to do. We don't want to retile our house. We don't want to put shingles up on the roof.
We don't want to pick fruit in the hot blazing sun in humid environments.
So, yeah, I mean, that's the truth, too.
Yeah.
5% is not a lot. 95% is still an A.
That's right.
It'd be different if it was like 70-30. That's clearly an issue. But 5%, don't get me wrong, that's still a lot of people. But, it's more than that, Jerry. If you come over here as a legal immigrant, wait, you were talking illegal, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, even if you come over here as a legal immigrant, you get all sorts of grants and funds to start your own businesses.
Yeah, we're still somehow or another running. That's why whenever you run into a like 7-Eleven or a cheap gas station, like the dude that usually rings you up, like the owner of the fucking business,
Yeah,
you
as
know,
an
he
immigrant.
kind of just like, yeah, he just disappeared, and you have like a new people to deal with, and that's essentially, you know, they get some sort of like tax write-off. So instead of like writing it through, as soon as it's up, they end up switching people, right? Like another person ends up switching over, and you know the first dude hopefully saves some money or whatever, but like the second dude gets it like cheaper or whatever, or just like at a discounted cost.
Huh. Is it like they
Yeah.
basically sell the thing to them and they can spend less on it? Maybe not.
Uh, I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
Um,
But what were you, oh, you were talking about illegal immigrants having children over here. Um, hmm. I don't even know.
yeah, well, from what I saw, essentially, like, they only get some sort of temporary health care. Like, they go into the hospital, and I don't remember all the rates or whatever, but essentially, yes, someone going into labor does get some sort of tax benefit when it comes to paying the bills or whatever to laying a child out. But at the same time, for you, like, it wouldn't affect you, you know?
You want to know something else that just came out?
What's that?
Apparently, hear me out. If you are a military family, okay, let's say Jerry and you or a girl you're with are in the army and you're in Germany, okay, and you have a child coming along the way. She's 9 months pregnant and she's born in a German hospital, okay. That child is not half U.S. citizen anymore. Like, if you have a child outside the United States, you have until they're of the age 18 to get them a U.S. citizenship. You know, I thought you had a big reaction. Oh,
Yeah,
I was about to say, Jerry, I think you're dead. Cause my
what's her
sister
name?
Tori, she was born in Germany. Cause we're from a military family, and she got half German citizenship and half American citizenship.
Yeah.
Um, so, but it's crazy to think now that like, if you had a kid and you didn't get their citizenship by the time they were 18, they could get deported to Germany.
Dude, that's pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah, imagine like being completely Americanized, okay? Like 100%. You don't even know German. You're not even German heritage.
Yeah.
Fuck, you could be black and you get deported to Germany.
That's not good.
Like what the hell?
Go ahead and wear that golden star.
That's just crazy. I can't believe that because first off, right now this is involving I think mainly only soldiers. You know, anyone part of a branch that has a child overseas. Because obviously you have a child overseas as a citizen, that child is a citizen of that country. but because a military, you're still like connected to America. So it doesn't make any sense as to why this would even be passed. That's just
Yeah,
crazy to me.
they certainly do. The powers that be, they do some fucking shit.
Yeah, and I don't know, don't quote me, but I think it was Trump who did this.
He certainly brought about a rule set, right? Like, like of his own will. You know, like, oh, we can put some covers up. Or,
What are you going on about?
I am certainly drunk right now, and I am like, holy shit, dude.
No, that's fine. Here, let's change subject. Let's wrap up for the night with getting back on I don't know, talking about sexual predators and like I don't know. Jerry, do you think there's anything we can do to try to better the world? I'm gonna try to think of an answer. Why you tell me yours.
We can, okay. We can certainly keep sharing the information that we have available at our fingertips. We can be open to the ideas that, yes, there are people in power with money and with infinite resources that we can use, that they can use, like, to, just better their own situation. However that may be, and, whatever taboos, they have it as easy as ordering something on Amazon. So that has to be known. Like, I mean, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Like, they don't even have to order it. They tell someone, like,
So you think it's there's not enough awareness on how easy these people can get wherever they want?
I suppose, because unfortunately they're on a different scale than us, and when it comes to us, we have a different line of thinking because clearly $1 million can last us like a lifetime.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you if I had $1 million, I would make it last a lifetime and I could live off that. That's how I would strategize because money's hard to get.
Yeah, you don't want to be poor again. You just got $1 million. Who wants to be poor after they just got $1 million?
Right?
Anything and everything. And these people get millions all the time, whereas for us, that's the spark of like, just like, I, like they're never going to be poor, really, right?
It would take a lot of bad investments for them to become poor.
Right.
But no, you're right. And maybe it is too easy for them to get wherever they want. Maybe we're paying our politicians too much. Maybe it should be a privilege to serve for America like our troops do.
Yeah, right? Like, no one ever has bumper stickers saying, I'm so proud to have governor, such a lot of fat dick. That's all like running a government official,
I mean, to be fair, not that it matters because Trump's so fucking rich already. But he did decline the pay for presidency. If that's still true or not, I don't know. But I remember hearing that.
He broke up what?
He declined the paycheck for being president.
Oh, really?
Yes. Is that true or not? You would have to check that fact. Because I remember that being talked about when he first got elected that he wasn't taking a pay. He has enough money. He's just being president. So, but you know, like, I can't imagine other politicians or people of power doing that. Maybe, so maybe that'll be my answer. That's my answer. I think we pay politicians too much. I think we can put that money to better use to like doctors. I don't know. Cause I think maybe we're just giving our money away too freely. I have no answer. I mean, what do you do? What do you do when all the power in the world's making awful decisions and they're doing it off your money, you know? Food for thought. Maybe that's something we should all think about. Are we paying our politicians too much? Do they just have too much power? Maybe we need to be watching them more closely because they are running America. Who knows? Maybe time will tell. And I think that's where we're gonna wrap the night up. Maybe we'll just end it here and just hope that the future will bring out more light to shine and get rid of all this dark, crummy shit that's just polluting our air. What do you think, Jerry? Oh, he's done. He's out. Alright, guys. Sounds like a night. Thanks for watching. I'm glad y'all are here.